My wife's rabbit thinks he's my wife's mate. I, 21, am convinced my 20 wife's pet rabbit thinks my wife is his mate. It is ruining our marriage. It all started when I was dating my wife. I met her 4 years ago and we have been dating all 4 years. She has had the rabbit since before I met her. The little thing is old and saggy and partially blind. Some parts of his body is missing patches of fur because he pulls it out to make a nest for himself and my wife. When we met, the rabbit was not a major issue. It would scratch and bite at me, but my wife assured me he was just nervous to have another person in her apartment, as my wife and the rabbit lived alone since my wife was 18. We have been married 1 year now and the rabbit is wreaking havoc on our marriage, but my wife refuses to do anything because to her the rabbit is her baby and she loves it more than anything. When I first moved in, the rabbit did not do much to me or us other than the previously mentioned bites and scratches, but he shows my wife too much affection for just to own her. We will be doing anything and she will have the rabbit with her on top of her chest, on her breasts, licking them and her face. She will not put it down at all whenever she is home with it. We eat dinner, he is there, she goes to the bathroom, he comes with, she is showering. He waits outside for her, watching her nude in the shower. Wife does not even let me in the bathroom with her. It has gone to the point where whenever I show my wife affection, the rabbit seeks revenge on me. Sometimes not immediately, but at times he does attack me on the spot when I kiss my wife. Sometimes I find little tiny brown balls, his crap, in my closet. Another thing is that she lets the little thing roam free all day but nighttime and when we are making love. This was not previously the case, but after an accident during lovemaking and much long conversations, I convinced my wife to put the rabbit in its cage when we are making love. But now whenever I am making love to my wife, like clockwork, the little crap knows what we are doing and screams at the top of its lungs until my wife abandons what she is doing, even nude, and comes to the smug little thing's rescue. He is doing this out of pure spite. I am aware that rabbits only scream when very stressed or in danger, but he is in his huge cage because my wife spoils him only during night and when we make love. I swear he is doing this to ruin our marriage. He thinks my wife is his mate and wants to get rid of me. I have scars all over my body from bites and scratches, and my life refuses to do anything about the rabbit or how much time she spends with it. My wife's rabbit thinks he's my wife's mate. I thought I figured out how to get rid of this nuisance. So my wife works from home and she is a graphic designer. She is working from home because the rabbit is very needy and cannot be apart from her without screaming its head off. She barely leaves the house due to this, and it is difficult because I have to do everything for her and them that requires leaving the house. Whenever we go anywhere together, the rabbit has to go with her. However, since that post was posted, I had developed a plan with the help from some DMs and comments. I had been acting sick all night and all morning and convinced my wife to go to the market for me to get me medicine. Some Tylenol and cough syrup. She was worried about the rabbit and suggested taking it with her, but I somehow convinced her to go without it. We live in a rural area and the closest store is about 20 minutes away. So I hatched my plan as soon as she left. I took the rabbit and put it into a cage to release the little parasite free. He is partially blind, so he just sat there for a bit and I pushed it closer to the grass off the gravel parking lot and it started sniffing around and crap. At this point I thought I was home free and I got into the car to leave, but the little crap noticed me getting in and ran towards the car when I started it, and you can guess what happened. I panicked and grabbed him and brought him straight to the vet. I brought the little crap home, he's fine and he's alive. Told wife he got out and he got run over and I took him to the vet. She's bawling her eyes out and I'm bawling my eyes out. The rabbit was sedated because they had to put him under before treating his injuries. So she had to hold its limp body, and if it wasn't breathing you could have assumed he was dead. Last night, she kept the rabbit in its cage with the cage moved into our bedroom since it was sedated, and she wanted to be there when it woke up. She was cuddling me and crying into my shoulder, and I was reassuring her it was okay and would wake up any second. I felt like crap. But then for the first time in a long time we finally made love without it shrieking and getting in the way. My guilt worsened. I couldn't keep it in. I told her how much I hate the rabbit and how it is ruining our marriage and my life. The poop everywhere in my stuff, it's spending every second with us, the constant rabbit attacks, it's seeing her naked more than I have. I told her what I did and I told her I'm done. She absolutely lost her crap and attacked me. I think it's justifiable. I would never hit her back, but she gave me some really bad bruises. She kicked me out, throwing all my stuff outside, and I slept in the driveway in my car last night. Talked to her this morning and convinced her to let me take the rest of my stuff myself. Brought over a haul and everything. Problem is I have no place to take it. Guess I'm homeless now. As I was getting the rest of my stuff out, the little thing was awake and gave me a smug look. He knows he has one. Then he attacked my leg and I slapped it off before wife saw anything. Good riddance, there has to be a special place in hell for him. I've been parked in the campsite where I was going to release him and I accidentally ran him over. Got to start finding a place to live soon. I guess I got what was coming to me. I have enough savings and I still have my job thankfully, so I should be fine. But I can't stop being angry about what happened. I have nothing but regret. That rabbit ruined my marriage.